Do you eat the booty like groceries? Am I allowed to answer that? Am I allowed to tell him? What? Yo, what's going on, everybody? My name is Pizza Hut Brennan. Welcome back to the second Q&A of the, I'm not good at these intros. Before this Q&A kicks off, I want to say thank you guys so much for the support on the first one. Like, blew me away how much you guys loved it, and I'm so very thankful. So I'm really excited to bring you this one. Our first group of questions come from YouTube this time around, so let's see what you guys had to say. Why are your puns so bad it makes me want to punch you? You know, you're gonna make a great father figure one day. Tori Kendrick asks, when you were a kid, what shows would you watch? I think some of my favorite shows, without a doubt, were probably ones on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, although I think that was pretty much everyone. Ed, Edd n Eddy, Camp Lazlo, Chowder, what was it? Oh, there's some other ones. Misadventures of Flapjack. Those kind of shows, those were my absolute favorite. I think Ed, Edd n Eddy would probably take the cake on my favorite show, though. Trissy58 asks, how did you get into Minecraft originally? Also, what was your favorite video game when you were a kid? I got into Minecraft actually by watching Mitch, Jerome, Matt, and Zach back in ASF. I think, what was it? It was like 4.5, nearly 5 years ago at this rate. I think it was about 4.5 though. I remember watching a Minecraft playthrough of theirs and I thought, wow, that was the first time I had ever actually seen Minecraft, and I'm like, wow, this is really cool. Who would have thunk that I would have first seen Minecraft from those assholes? And I guess I just decided to download the game from there. I mean, I was younger, so I had to beg my parents for it, but played the game from there, and that's what got me into Minecraft, at least. And my favorite video game as a kid, I think I actually, hold on a second, I think I actually have them here. Let's start with these. Tony Hawk Pro Skater was my favorite game, I think, ever, personally. It was the game that my brother and I played pretty much forever. I played through 1, 2, 3, 4, all the originals, even all the way up to the Underground era. Love this game. This game is what got me into gaming. And then there's Spyro, as well as another game called Medieval. This one's my favorite. Probably Tony Hawk Pro Skater, Medieval, and Spyro. Love those games, man. Nostalgia is a giant kick right now. What is your most valuable memory? My most valuable memory I've ever had in my life was around when I was the age of, I think it was 14, and that was joining the BYD server for the first time. ASF was a group, the one I mentioned previously. They made a server called BYD. It had a 120 player cap, and I remember when they first launched it on a live stream, which I was very fortunate to be able to catch. I actually didn't make it into the server the first time around, but they had to shut down for maintenance to restart the server, and I made it in on the second try, and from there I just built a house and started talking to them, and they noticed me. I think the reason that's my most valuable memory is because if it wasn't for joining that server, I don't think I would have started YouTube. And of course that's a conversation for another time, but yeah, I think that's the memory I hold closest to my heart. Have you ever met any of the guys you record with in real life? Definitely, I've met quite a few of them. Mainly at conventions, I would say. I haven't met many outside of like a convention area, because everyone like I record with lives away from Los Angeles and, you know, away from California. So yeah, quite a few of them. What was your worst experience on YouTube? Also love your videos. Thank you, Slime Shady UHC. A time period that I had about a year after I started YouTube. I wasn't mature at all. I didn't know how to handle myself, and there was a lot of bad stuff going on, just a lot of like drama that I really couldn't handle. Lesser to say, I broke down in a public manner. I wound up quitting YouTube for a couple months and not really leaving on the best note, but I came back knowing my mistakes and learning from them, and I mean, I've had a couple other bad memories, mainly when I was younger, but I've matured now, and I think I'm definitely mature enough to handle myself. So I've had a couple bad memories on YouTube for sure, but not ones that have held me back from where I am now. What was the craziest thing that you have done before, and why? Probably breaking 1,000 Lucky Blocks. I think that was pretty up there. Did you ever have a tragic time in your childhood? When people use the word tragic, I think of worst case scenario, because tragic is not a word that people throw out very freely. So tragic, not really. I have been fortunate enough to be in an environment that's been mostly stable around my entire life. Thankfully, no, and hopefully it stays that way throughout the remainder of my life. What was the most awkward thing that has ever happened to you, and hi? Well, hello. The most awkward thing that's ever happened to me. Ugh. I think I can't remember this for the life of me, but some people that I went to middle school with for a little while definitely did, and I don't know why. Apparently, there was a time in first grade, I think it was first, that I was at a pool party, and, you know, again, I was young, and I guess from what they told me, my grandma decided to, like, undress me or, like, change me out of my bathing suit, like, into my shorts in public, like, right next to the pool. I don't remember that, but apparently other people vividly did, oddly enough, so I guess that'll, yeah, that'll do it. Oh God, Grandma. Why would my grandma why would she do that? Why would my grandma do that? Why? In middle school, did you play any sports? I played baseball quite a bit. I actually tried my hand at basketball as well, although that was around the same couple of years where my asthma really started to kick in, so it kind of prevented me from playing basketball any further, which really sucked. So yeah, baseball and basketball. And the final YouTube comment comes from Javinator. Have you ever gone through any bullying? Because I have. Actually, yeah, I went through a lot of bullying. Not physical, but I definitely went through a lot of mental bullying when I was in elementary school in particular. Elementary school, I was bullied a lot. I was a very scrawny kid. You know, I was that kid who had the khaki pants with the belt and the shirt tucked in and the collar buttoned up to. I got bullied a lot, mainly through first through fourth grade, I would say. And it was funny because there was actually one bully in particular, I won't throw off any names, but he bullied me pretty much from the start of second grade all the way up until pretty much the beginning of fifth. We were known as like the kid where I was the one where he always picked on, and he was the kid who always picked on me. That's what we were basically known as in the school. Of course now, you know, I haven't talked to him since I transferred out of the school in 9th grade, but I think he's doing a lot better, and I don't know if by any chance he'll ever be watching this video, but you know who you are, dude, and I wish you luck in your future, and I hope you're doing good, you fucking bastard. So yeah, I was definitely bullied, so if you guys ever talk about being bullied, I can definitely have your hand on that. I was never a cool kid, I was never one of the popular kids, I was always struggling to find a group. YouTube became my outlet for that. It's actually how I found my way on the internet, so that worked out. So now we're gonna ask the Twitter folk of how they think about my past or what they want to know about it. Ellie Marie asks, if you could change anything from the past, what would it be and why? I find this a pretty convenient question considering what I just talked about. If there was anything I could change from the past, I guess it would be how I handled myself when I was younger. How I wish I didn't make myself so vulnerable to being bullied, and how I wish I had gone about getting friends a bit better. So if I had to change anything, it would be that, but I don't want to change. I hope that makes sense. Mainly because I like my life right now, and I mean, I love where I am at the moment, so I wouldn't change a single thing about what happened in the past leading up here, because there's nothing else that I want differently. Stop, drop, and roll. Have you ever had an accident worse than the Swagway one? Okay, for those that don't know, those little Swagway boards, if you don't know what I'm talking about, you can watch my challenge video from yesterday, the one with the beam boozled. That thing, actually, I was riding it out on the sidewalk, and the thing died from underneath my feet. And I got a nice little concussion from it, sent me into the hospital, and got me pretty scared, and it definitely scared my parents. It was right here, and I got some cuts on my wrists and stuff, so that was fun. That was the first time I've ever really been hospitalized, so no, I've never had an accident worse than that, so that definitely tops it. But has you really been far, even as decided to use Go Want to look more like? Why would you ask me this question?
Oh, cause I can.
Because you can?
It was a good question.
You think you're funny?
Yeah, I do.
You think it's hilarious?
Yeah.
This is good content, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is gonna get me views?
Mm-hmm.
Hate you.
I hate me too.
Oh. What is Lena backwards? Anal! What was your least favorite subject to study and your favorite subject probably in high school? My least favorite subject was by far history or social studies. I just dropped my phone out of my hands. Mainly because I hate memorizing names. I suck at names. I am horrible at names. Even like my classmates. Oh my god, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry it took me 5 months to even know who the hell you were. I suck with names and I suck with dates, and just history was bad for me all around. My favorite subject though was science, because science I find really fascinating, and there's no dates or names in science except the mitochondria of the cell. That's all I remember. Ectoplasm, cell walls. Cell walls are fun. I swear to God I learned this stuff once. And the final question for today is your girlfriend Guns do a face review? You like my face, Kara?
Yeah, I do.
There you go. Anyway, so that's gonna go ahead and do it for this Q&A. I decided to do this time themed as to more past events and sorts of things. This next one, no theme. We'll try it without and see how it goes. So leave your comments down below. You can leave on Twitter the whole hashtag AskPizza thing. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you all for the support, and I'll catch you back next time.
Oh my god! I was looking over there and then just...
So in the attempt of trying to do the outro for this video, I wound up accidentally kicking the table that my camera was attached to. So I'm gonna go ahead and end off the video here. Hope you guys enjoy, and I'll catch you back next time. Ciao!
Well, that was cute.
Thanks.
You're welcome.